Hello Tangerines from the Riviera Maya.
We are currently at an all-inclusive resort in Cancun, Mexico, and we wanted to share some things with you, some lessons that we learned after going to this all-inclusive resort of what you should not do, what you should do to save money and have a better time on your vacation.
First and foremost, when you're booking your hotel, don't fall in love with the first price you see because that's probably not going to be the final price. Let's use the Grand Hyatt in Playa del Carmen for example. This night that I'm looking at is $148, that's the listed price. But then you go to check out and you see $65 more in taxes and fees. For example, a couple of those charges are a $25 a night resort fee and a $10 a night SVC contribution. I looked that one up and it's a service contribution that's supposedly going to go to the employees as tips. So $148 night turns out to be well over $200.
Next thing you're going to want to be wary of is also in the booking process, and that's if you're looking for an all-inclusive resort, you need to be sure that the option that you're booking is all-inclusive. So let's take the West Inn at Cozumel for example. You can generally get a night there for about $100, but unfortunately that's not the all-inclusive option. It's about $200 for everything to be included, so you really have to look at the fine print and notice what the different options say for the various rooms and the various types so you are getting what you're wanting.
Another thing you want to take care of before coming to Mexico is your airport transportation from the airport to the hotel, especially if you're flying into Cancun. The last people you want to deal with are the Cancun taxis at the airport there. So a lot of the hotels or resorts that you're going to be booking include transportation from the airport to your resort. But in order to take advantage of that, you do have to let the hotel know that you want the transportation and let them know what time your flight is arriving and things like that.
The next thing is, do not forget your sunscreen, preferably reef safe sunscreen. But if you do forget it, you're going to end up paying about $30 for a very average sized bottle in the hotel convenience store, their little gift shop or whatever, so that's very important that you bring it. Along those same lines, do not forget to apply your sunscreen because the UV index is much higher here, so it takes a very short amount of time out in the sun to get sunburned, and you'll be even more burnt than you might expect.
Yeah, we went to Tulum a little while back and the lobster people almost outnumbered the regular humans.
It's really sad though, because if you're used to how long it takes to get sunburnt where you're coming from, it's like a fraction of that time here. It's so incredibly easy to get sunburned. Jordan and I do not even go outside. If we're spending, I mean, really, we try not to spend any time in the sun at all, but if we are, like if we're going to the pool or we're going to the beach or something, we wear UPF shirts, also called rash guards, because that's like the fabric form of sunscreen, so you don't have to keep reapplying it all the time, and we're always wearing hats and basically covering up as much as we possibly can.
I love those rash guard shirts. I didn't even know about them for the longest time, but I got one for the first time about a year ago, and every time I'm going out to the pool or out to the ocean, I am wearing that. It's this long sleeve shirt. It's actually cooler to wear that than to wear nothing, which is
just
great.
Surprising. You got yours from Kohl's, I got mine from Amazon. We'll link them down in the description in case you're not sure what we're talking about and you want to check them out. Jordan, you're glistening.
Oh great.
You're glistening in the sun.
Just what I was hoping for.
So beautiful. Just now Jordan was like, can you wipe your sweat mustache off? And I was like, oh, I still have one because I just dabbed my whole face off on his shirt. And he's like, oh wait, never mind. I'm like, wait, do I have an actual mustache? And in case you're wondering what the weather is here, it's perma-sweat. It's just sweat all the time. Sticky sweat. So much fun. But that's
Temperature, 90. Real feel. Hot as balls.
Which actually leads me to our next point, which is along the same lines of applying sunscreen. Often you need to drink a lot of water because you're constantly sweating. It's very hot and humid, so it's easy to get dehydrated, especially if you're at an all-inclusive like this where the drinks might be flowing, the free drinks. And along the same lines of those free drinks, it's very important not to overdo it. I mean, it's tempting because they're free, you could get as many as you want, but you're probably paying a hefty amount per night. Even if it's a budget place like this, it's decently expensive, so you don't want to waste any of your all-inclusive awesome vacation feeling sick or hungover.
If you're liking this video so far, we'll have many more videos coming out from the Riviera Maya, so please subscribe to our channel and gong that bell so you get notified when we upload a new video. So a lot of these hotels and resorts will try to get you to sign up for a timeshare presentation and they'll offer you free stuff in return for going to this presentation. But these are going to be really hard sells, and if you're not good at saying no, I'd recommend avoiding them altogether.
Me. Not good at saying no in those situations.
If you do end up signing up for one of these timeshare presentations, before you go, at the very least, go to a second-hand timeshare resale site like sellmytimesharenow.com, and people who have bought these in the past will be reselling them. And for example, here at Ocean Coral y Turquesa, I don't know what their timeshare price is, but I'm guessing they quote you around $20,000 or $30,000 to start off. Well, on this resale site, you can get one for a little over $2,000. So once you know how much they sell for on the resale market by going to one of these websites or even onto something like eBay, this gives you a lot of negotiating leverage and reason to say no. Like if they're trying to sell you something for $10,000, you know you can get for $2,000 on eBay. There's no way you're going to say yes.
This is just my personal opinion, but something I think you shouldn't do is waste your time doing hair and makeup, because even when I try to make this look nice, it ends up getting matted to my face and the curls and the frizz are just everywhere. And if I had makeup on right now, it would be completely melted off. So in my opinion, it's an absolute waste of time. Just enjoy being here, you know, let your skin breathe and just liberate yourself from all the time you have to spend in front of the mirror normally.
Something else you're gonna wanna avoid doing at an all-inclusive is losing your wristband or like your pool towel, for example. Here at this resort, if you lose a wristband and they need to replace it, it's $100. Or if you lose your $10 pool towel, they charge you something like $30 or $40 to replace it. Like we said earlier, some of these resorts and hotels do charge a service fee on top of the room rate that goes to the employees as tips.
But that doesn't mean that if someone's going above and beyond for you, that you shouldn't throw a little something extra their way. For the people who have given us exceptional service, we're giving them 20 to 70 pesos. Another thing you should not forget is the most powerful bug repellent, whatever works for you, because you have to remember we're in the jungle. These are jungle mosquitoes and they're out for blood, literally. So if you're a mosquito magnet like me, definitely bring that.
Another thing you shouldn't do at an all-inclusive is wait until dinner time to make a reservation for dinner.
Or not make reservations at all.
I recommend that as soon as you get to the resort, you learn how the reservation system works, if there is one, because the most popular restaurants fill up quickly.
For example, we woke up at about 7 a.m. this morning, and I think there were only 6 spots left at the most popular restaurant, and that's not 6 tables, that's 6 actual seats, 6 places for people to book. And this thing might be pretty obvious if you're going to an all-inclusive resort that everything is included, but it was surprisingly hard for us to wrap our mind around the fact that everything is included. You want an extra appetizer? That's fine. You want 3 desserts? That's fine. You want to go get coffee, ice cream, an extra lunch, room service even. Everything is included, just about everything. There are some exceptions, but so when you're coming to these places, find out everything that's going to be included for your nightly price, because that could include activities, like
all your meals, all your drinks,
tours, even room service. That one blows my mind. I've never had room service in my life until we did this this all-inclusive. That was so awesome. We ate it in the bathtub too. That was even better.
Like we mentioned earlier in this video, if you want to book an all-inclusive or if you want to buy one of those rash guard shirts for your upcoming trip, be sure to sign up for Rakuten. We'll link to that down in the description. And if you sign up through our link, you'll get a $10 cash bonus after your first time using the service.
So we hope this video was helpful for you. If you enjoyed it, be sure to give it a thumbs up to know that we did a good job and we helped you out, and consider subscribing to our channel if you want to see other videos that we have coming up about the all-inclusive resorts.
But one more thing.
One more thing before you go.
I feel like I'm in the WWE.
And gong that bell, so you'll be the first to be notified whenever we release our new videos or start a live stream on Sunday.
And we'll see you soon.